The next one we're going to do is we're going to do a figure 8. So we're going to start from an angle 2 position. We're going to twirl here, retract, twirl there. So you're doing an 8. 1, 2, 3. So we'll do hands first. 1, it goes to the opposite side. You circle, you hit, you circle, you hit. So then it becomes like this. But every time you hit here, it goes back to your hips. This is a big 8. Big 8. Okay? Now your check hand now comes into play. So it becomes like this. Now I have to go on a deeper stance, but my check hand is always there. Now, if you're getting confused with your check hand, if you're getting confused with this, you have to go back to this. Because you're teaching your hand that if the weapon is here, your check hand is here. If your weapon is here, the check hand is over here. So when you do a figure 8 and the weapon's over here, your hand's supposed to be here. If once you spin, it's still there, and it switches.
Okay, so welcome everybody for a new interview. And today I have Paul Rosales here from De Cuerdas, Eskrima. And very happy because it's the first time you came to Europe.
Second time.
Second time.
I've been to Italy.
You've been to Italy, but the first time.
First time in Germany.
Yes. So I'm very happy that you first came to my place. And yeah, so I think maybe some people don't know you. We start with the history of your martial arts journey.
Sure. My name is Paul Rosales. My code name or nickname is Antukinoko, which probably a lot of people already know. I basically started martial arts when I came to the United States. My main sports back in the Philippines is basketball. Too short when I went to the US, I can't play, everybody's taller than me. So my first martial art is actually Taekwondo. So I learned from Master Kim in Carroll Stream, Illinois, and probably I took that about 2 years, then I decided to go to the military. So I joined the Air Force, and that's when from Taekwondo I went to Goju, where I got my first degree black belt. And then from Goju, I went back, I got assigned to Arkansas, where there's no Goju, so I went back to Taekwondo with Master Brown in Arkansas. And there I got my second degree black belt. From there, I left military to pursue my studies, to finish college. And I went to College of DuPage back in Illinois. That's when I started mingling with other people, other students and other Filipinos. One of them is Eugene Amante, who is actually an instructor in Dan Ino Santos' multi-diverse Kali system. So there are other people out there. The twins was there too, and we have about, I would say about 15 to 20 people that are always exchanging their art. Back then, and probably late 80s, maybe, nobody likes to cross-train. They just stick to one and finish it. But College of DuPage offered different art. They had Hapkido, Tangsudo, Karate, and I think they had wrestling too. So me wanting to try the art, I started pursuing them. So I took Aikido, Hapkido, Tangsudo, everything almost. I even did fencing back then, just to try if what I was being taught in FMA will really work. And then luckily enough, I was traveling with Eugene Amante and went to Dagenberg. We did a demonstration. That's when I realized I don't know anything in Filipino martial arts. We were doing flow and whatever I was learning then, and I just basically goes to do this, and I did it, but I know for a fact that in a fight, I won't be able to pull it off. So I said I need to stick to one FMA. And luckily enough, I met Jeff Ramos, is actually a neighbor of mine across the street, which I didn't know. I live in Glendale Heights, a big Filipino community. I went out there, I said to my student who's teaching Taekwondo, hey, grab 2 sticks, we'll do some sinawali. We did some sinawali out there, and 6 count, basic 6 count. Jeff Ramos comes out and he goes, hey, Paul, remember me from Taekwondo back before I went to the military? He said, yeah. I goes, do you know FMA? I said, yes, but I was lying. So I gave him the stick and he goes, show me what you have. And he showed Takosa Sarada. And then he returns with the stick and he goes, show me what you know. I said, I found a teacher. I don't really know anything. I go like that. Why don't you teach me? And that interaction of a spark for me to start to focus on it. So within about 6 months, he introduced me to Master Jimmy Takosa. We learned from him probably for about a year. That's when I get my instructorship. And then I finished college. For some reason, we broke off on Sarada. And I opened a school in Naples, Florida. It's called Eskrima School of Martial Arts. But our main focus is Thai boxing. So we have Thai boxing, Eskrima, we have shoot fighting. The reason why we had shoot fighting, because a long time ago, again, we were learning from Inosanto's system, and shoot fighting is part of it. Okay. And Bart Vale actually lives in Fort Lauderdale, which is only an hour and a half. So we connected with him. We said we want to open the school, and he allowed us. My brother became an instructor in shoot fighting. My brother is very good with grappling, so unlike me. So okay. So do it on your own. You can either go slow or go fast. The goal is to go faster, okay? And you don't have to reach too much. You just, like this, almost like this. Watch again, watch. It's like I'm pushing. Okay? You gotta get the check hand to know where it's supposed to go. Try not to reach. You're reaching. Just here. Look, it's here. I'm standing. I'm not reaching. There you go. Yes, yes. Now the main thing that you have to make sure that you don't do is when you're doing the figure 8, you see how my hand goes to my chest? No, don't do that. It just becomes like this. If you want to do this, then you do this. Okay? But we're doing a figure 8, so it's just there. Okay? You can go with a right foot forward. Here you go. Big 8. Big 8. Big 8. Goes to the hips. Big 8. Break. So what happens is, stand up straight. So this is more like, I'm just barely hitting him, because again, when I hit, if I just want to make it flow, I'm just kind of slicing. See that? But later on, once you get your flexibility on it, it becomes. Okay, so for now, just slice. Get that motion in there. Okay? We did that. So our school has 2 programs. Thai boxing is the one that pays the bill. We have Sarada Eskrima, which is our passion, and shoot fighting, which we know for a fact that by then we are seeing the BJJ start coming out, and we figure if they take us down, we need to learn how to grapple so we can grapple and hit them when it sticks. So basically, from there, because I separated from FMA, I was probably out of FMA for a good 10, 15 years. I can't remember now the timeline, and then Crew Boot, I learned from Crew Boot Kamnark of United Muay Thai kickboxing. I was taught to fight and to promote. I became a promoter. So I even went to Thailand and I was being introduced as a promoter. But he left. So again, I'm out of instructor. That's when I decided maybe I should go back to FMA. And searching around South Florida, I saw Garimon. And I called him and I said, hey, my name is Paul Rosales. And I told him what I know. And he goes, you're welcome, come in and try the class. I went in there and I liked it. It's a different Bargamano. So I started learning from him. Then around that time, the film Eskrima came out. Or maybe before that, I can't remember. But I know for a fact that scared me because when looking how fast they are, I'm thinking, I'm very good with my Sarada, but these people might be able to sneak in a hit. And I start trying to find who is the instructor.
These people
were in Cebu. That's G and Owen.
So you evaluate this Cuerdas system?
That I didn't know who they are.
Okay.
All I know is they can hit fast. I don't even know what Malintawak is.
Okay.
All I know is I'm Sarada. My attitude back then is nobody can destroy Sarada. If you face me, I will destroy.
Very self-confident.
Correct, very confident. But when I saw that, I was like, I need to learn that to add to my arsenal, just in case I face somebody like that. But I can't find them in Cebu. For several years, I can't find them. I think it happened almost at the same time. I was searching for them. Then I saw Guru Bani in Florida. And then for some reason, Facebook was becoming big, social media. And Bon Chow showed up on Facebook, posted films of Heyrosa de Cuerdas. When I saw that, I said, can you give me the number for G and Owen? And he said, who are you? This and that. And let me back up. Actually, I met G and Owen before that. I basically tricked him. Because I'm a guy calling for some reason I got this number, I can't remember now. They have a school in Cebu. That's how I contacted them. So back then they're open-minded to teach. But by the time I'm contacting them, they're closed already. So I said, hey, my name is Paul Rosales. I am here to learn. But back then, you meet to the Philippines, you know that sometimes the attitude is, who is this guy? I don't know you from anybody. And are you challenging me? So he doesn't want to talk to me. I got my ex-girlfriend to call him, sent a picture of her, and she responded, and that's how I met him. So it's kind of funny in a way now. Right? I really want to learn. I have to try my best to find him. Correct. That's when he said, show me what you know. And at first he said, what is the Cuerdas? And I explained the way I understand Cuerdas. And he just looked at me confused because that's not what the Cuerdas that he was.
So you were talking about the Cuerdas from Sarada.
From Sarada.
He was talking about
a Heyrosa de Cuerdas. So he said, I'm going to give you 10 hits, block them. So he gave me 10 hits. I blocked all 10. I had a smirk in my face. Again, young and confident. I said, if that's what you have, but in my mind, I don't want it. And the next one is, I'll give you another 10. I blocked 8. Still confident, 2 sneaked in. And then he goes, I'm going to up the notch a little bit. I blocked 5. Then I'm getting worried. Now sweat is coming out of my forehead going, what the heck's happening? And he goes, now I'm going to show you Heyrosa. I blocked one. The rest of the 9, I don't know where it came from. And then I said, I want to learn from you. And then he goes, you got a good attitude, let me teach you. So for about 4 days, I went to his sister's house, and he taught me. Then he, after I went back to the US, he disappeared for 4 or 5 years. Then again, I can't find him. That's when Facebook came out. I saw Bonchao, and Bonchao, who are you? And I said, I'm a student of, Jim Owen. He goes, no, I know all the students of Jim Owen. I said, I learned. And he goes, show me proof. Luckily, I have videos and pictures. So I sent it to him. He gave me his number. That's when now I came, and he decided to read. Again, from the stick, we're going to hit middle. Easy on the floor.
Please, yes, please.
Easy on the floor. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, again. It's 1, 2. Stay the same level. 3. 1, 2, 3. Easy on hitting the floor. Okay. Again. We stand up straight. When we go low, we stay low. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Open up the stick. It's getting another beat. Right? Go. Okay. See? This has beat that you have to follow. This follows the Filipino, right? You know tinikling? Tinikling. Come here, sir. Oh, go like this. Put it on the floor. Hold the stick. Go like this, right? It has to follow this sound. That's what's called tinikling. I did it with the bamboo. I'm gonna disown you if you don't know that. Again, watch again the sound. Tak, 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 tak. Single, sinawali, single, 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 double, 6 count, triple lasso, triple flip, tinik-link, easy on the floor. Already before, but now he's staying put, and he said, yeah, I think I'll teach you more. That's when I was traveling now 3 to 4 times a year, learning from him. Yeah, I spent probably one week straight in Liluan. It's a province of Cebu. We practice morning till night, the old way, not the new way. And then from there, I was also learning from Bait, which is the Garimot system. There's 1 year that the Garimot in the US went to the Philippines. That's when I started learning the other arts in Paete. So now I'm also learning from Maestro Doi, which is, he calls this art Paete artist. And that's where we are right now.
But basically it's the same like Garimot, or
Garimot has a lot of art in it.
Oh, okay.
So within the Paete, there is a lot of family art or a lot of system. And within that region, you talk about different masters. You're lucky if you can learn from them. And Jim, Guru Bait, when he was growing up, he's lucky enough that his dad was actually a champion stick fighter. The other master taught him, so he actually probably is the one that learned a lot of the art around the area. Okay. So that's why when you take Garimot class, he actually has different systems.
Okay, subsystems.
Subsystems.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. But yeah, and he does it very well. And then after that, a year ago, Jim passed. So now I'm in charge of Heyrosa de Cuerdas in the United States. GM now Bonchao, I call him Bonchao because now he became GM after GM Owen passed. He is actually here in France. So, but he's busy at work and whatnot. So we're still trying to figure out the logistic of it. And luckily, the reason why I'm here is because maybe a friend of yours, Kevin, took a chance and took my Zoom class. I was teaching him Zoom class, and now he's representative of Europe or in Germany. And that's where we're at now.